Hello there, welcome to LLO Gamers and welcome back to my Tekkit tutorials. Since the last video I've upgraded my power system a little bit more. I've been making some more of the solar panels using this wall of project tables here. Now I've still got the one high voltage solar array on the roof, but I've got 6 medium voltage now, and I've got some more of the storage units. I've got 2 more of each. So I've now got 6 MFSUs and 6 MFEs, put more on the next level up, just to be able to get a bit more power. So yeah, on to what I intend to do this video. I was going to do power items and stuff, the equivalent exchange rings and things like that, but I've been looking into red power and learning a bit about that, and because I haven't really done any red power before, I really want to get started on that. So if you come through here, I've dug out a new area to start off with. So I'm just going to do my basics in here, but I've also dug out this next room here because I intend to do a big sorting system using red power, because you can create sorting machines, buffers, pneumatic tubes that you use instead of the Buildcraft pipes, and they work slightly differently. They're a lot more clever. You can do better things with them. They won't overflow. You don't need to use like induction pipes or obsidian pipes and things, because they just sort of work stuff out for you. So it's quite clever. But I'll get onto that probably in the next video. This video I intend to show you all the basics and how you get started in red power. Right, so in order to get started in red power, first thing you need to make is an alloy furnace, which you do by just the normal furnace shape but out of brick blocks. I'm gonna make a few of those just because I can, and it just speed up the process. It just makes it a bit easier if I've got quite a few. Same as normal furnaces really, when you get started it's handy to get a load. Right, so I've made 6 of those already. So I'm just going to plonk these down over here. Right, and yeah, so the way these work, you basically put multiple items in here and it smelts them together and makes a new item. So first things first, if you stick in redstone and copper, what it does, I need some coal in, that would be helpful to actually get the thing going. Right, there we go, that's started. So what it does, it'll take 1 of the copper, but it will use 4 of the redstone each time it makes something. So there you see you've lost 1 copper, but 4 redstone, and you've gained 1 red alloy ingot. In the next one, I'm going to put nickelite and silver. Does exactly the same. It will use 4 of the nickelite and 1 of the silver, and this one it makes blue alloy ingots. So the same as the others, but blue instead of red. Next thing I'm going to go for is if you use tin and copper. Tin and copper will make you brass ingots. And the next one I'm going to do at the moment, if you use coal, I'm going to need to get some more, bit of coal. If you put coal and sand in, it makes things called silicon bules, or bulls, I don't really know how you would pronounce it, it's a slightly weird word, but this uses 8 of each. There you go, silicon boule or bule or however. But yes, that uses 8 coal and 8 sand. So I'm not sure if I said with this one is 1 tin and 3 copper, so it's slightly different. They're all slightly different, the amount of stuff they take. But as you can see, this one makes 4 at a time, I believe, of the brass. But yeah, so you'll learn all of this. So you get 1 silicon bule for 8 of each of those. I think you get 1 of these. So yeah, it's just these are kind of the new items that you're going to need quite a lot of, so I'm just showing you how to make them all now. So while they smelt away, another thing that you need to make is a handsaw. Oh my god, I double right clicked and turned the whole floor to cobble. So yeah, you can make handsaws out of various gems and different things, and they will cut different blocks, but obviously I'm going to go for the full diamond one. You craft it like that. You got 3 sticks, 2 iron and 2 diamond, so that will basically cut all the blocks. What you would do, general uses for this, say you put a block in here next to your handsaw, it will cut them into different shapes and sizes depending on where you put it, I think. So for example, if I put it there and cut those and then put these in here, it will cut them again, and you can get to, so you get panels if I do it that way, and brick slab strips if you do it that way, and there's various ways. I mean, you can keep doing all this and cut all sorts of different shapes and sizes, so I mean the possibilities for building just using this alone, you can do all sorts of crazy stuff, so that's pretty cool. But I mean, that's not the main reason I've made this at the moment. The main reason I've made this, if I go here, get out my silicon, then if you use the diamond handsaw on those, it cuts them into silicon wafers. You get 16 of those for every 8 of them. No, for every one of those, sorry. So as you can see, I can get quite a lot out. I'm going to save a few of those and just get the 1 stack. But then the next thing you need to do, if you go back to things, I'll use the 2-end ones because I haven't used them yet. A bit more coal would be helpful. If you stick some of your silicon wafers in with some redstone, like so, and with some nickelite, like so, you get things called red and blue doped wafers. The redstone gives you the red and the nickelite gives you the blue, obviously. So what we're now starting to get is a lot of the new items that you're going to use quite a lot of in Red Power. I mean, there are others, but these are kind of the main ones. So as you can see, starting to amass some different stuff here. I've got my diamond handsaw, got my red and blue alloys, got my doped wafers, my silicon balls. So right, I'm going to do some more of these, get some more stuff, and then I'll show you the next step in a minute when I've got enough of them all. Right, so the next thing I'm going to show you in Red Power is if I get my red alloy ingots, if you craft them in your crafting bench in a line going down like so, you create red alloy wire. Now this stuff is pretty amazing. It's basically like a much more advanced version of redstone. So you can jacket it with different wools and make different coloured versions of the wire. So I'm going to do that a bit and show you basically what you can do with it. So I get some white, get a bit of yellow, and some green. Right, so basically what you can do, this stuff is pretty cool. As I said, it's basically like redstone, but you can do cool things with it. You can make it go up walls like so. I can't remember if you can make it go on the ceiling or not. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can do that with it. So that's already a lot improved on redstone. But yeah, you can do lots of cool stuff with the jacketed wires. Obviously, if you have 2 lines of redstone next to each other, they will kind of connect to each other and spaz each other out. But with the jacketed wires, you can have them running next to each other and they will not interfere with each other, the signals, which is pretty handy. But then what's even more crazy still is if I've got some string, yep, you can make what is called bundled cable using the white insulated and some string in the corners like so, and you get this stuff which is bundled cable. And what you can do with that, it basically makes you actually be able to put multiple redstone signals on the same block without interfering. So for example, if I have some bundled cable here and stick, say, yellow cable this side and out of this side, come on, and then say if I had green here and coming out here, you can basically have inputs here, like 2 switches here, and your outputs on the other sides, and the yellow will only affect the yellow and the green will only affect the green. So you've got 2 separate redstone signals on the same blocks without interfering with each other. So as you can tell, you can do so much more with redstone signals now with this red alloy wire. And also, the other thing that makes redstone much more usable and not have to have miles and miles of it, like logic gates and things like that that people make with redstone, like AND gates and NOT gates and stuff like that, that take up loads of space and you have to have big areas dug out under things to have all your redstone. Well, a lot of those logic gates can now be crafted in red power using single blocks, and that makes everything so much easier. I mean, I haven't got much into that side of red power yet, so I won't be showing you those now, but I'm going to go on to the next step, which is basically red power's version of electricity. You basically, the upgraded version of this is called a blulectric alloy furnace, and it uses blutricity, which is all very weird sounding, but it's because it uses the blue alloy ingots and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. Right, so blutricity. In order to get this working, you need to get the power from somewhere. So like you do in industrial craft, the sort of easiest way to get started is to make some solar panels. In order to do that, you get some blue alloy ingots and surround them by your blue doped wafers, and this, obviously they're different to the industrial craft ones. I'm going to make a couple to start with. You don't need that many for what I'm doing, but I will need some more probably for the next video, so I'll make them off camera I guess, but I'll make 2 to start with. Then we're going to need to make a battery box to store the power, again completely different to the industrial craft one. And first of all, to make those, I'll have to make some batteries, which you do using nickelite down the sides. You need to make 4 batteries for the battery box. So I'm going to do that straight away. You put copper in the top and bottom, and then some tin in the middle, and that makes BT batteries. As I said, I need 4 of them straight off the bat, so... oh, wrong button. So there we go. You put your 4 batteries, like so. And I'm going to use some wooden planks in the top. You need some iron, like so, and another one of the blue alloy ingots. That makes your battery box. Next thing I'm going to need to make, I'm going to make the blulectric alloy furnace itself to show you what goes on with that. In which case I need some more brick blocks I forgot about. So here we go. The blulectric alloy furnace is brick blocks in this formation. Then you need a blue alloy ingot in the bottom, which I do still have, thankfully, and I believe it's iron in the bottom corners. I've done something wrong here. What have I done wrong? Right, bear with me a sec while I work this out. Yep, so that was very simple. It's just me being an idiot. It's literally just one more in the top, because you're making the whole furnace shape around the outside, obviously, so it needs to be a full square. But there you go. So that's my blue electric alloy furnace. So basically I'm ready to go with this. All I need is the actual wires to connect it all, and in this case, very similar to the red alloy wire, you do it in a line down that like so, but you need to jacket it, and that's with the blue alloy ingots, and that makes blue alloy wire. So I'm going to make a bit more of that because I'll probably need quite a lot. And there we go, loads of blue alloy wire. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have these solar panels up on my roof, the other side to where the other ones go, and I'm going to wire it all the way down here. So I'm going to, off camera, I'm going to work that out, dig out the places of where I'm going to have the cables going, and then when I come back I'll wire it all up. Right, so I'm up on my roof, done a bit of wiring. If you look over here, this is where my medium voltage solar arrays are. As I said, I've got 6 now, still got the 1 MV medium voltage, and yeah, so I've got my power cables up here. If I stick down these solar panels, they will actually draw power through each other. So if you have like a big square of them here, you only need the cable attaching one of them, which is quite handy because you can't do that on the industrial craft ones. But as you see, I've got my cable running down through here. It goes back through the wall there, goes down under this passage here, and I've wired it up to come out here. So if I stick my bat box down, in theory that should, there we go, straight away building up some power. So as I've got it wired underneath for that, I'm just going to stick a couple of cables along the floor and stick my blulectric alloy furnace there. So basically this works the same way as the others, but as you see it's got charge, and oh, it seems to be losing it straight away. I don't know why that is. It was clearly working for a second. Now it's going back up again. Very strange. But anyway, it's definitely working somewhere along the line. But yeah, so it's basically exactly the same, does the same stuff, but obviously you don't need to worry about powering it with coal, because you're going to take power from here. I think that won't stay fully charged until the battery box is full, I'm guessing, so that's why it sort of went up and down. But yeah, so this is basically your red power basics. Got all my new items in here, got your red and blue alloy ingots, your brass, with your new stuff, the handsaw, the wires. Got my blue alloy wires. Showed you a little bit of chopping stuff. Obviously there's so many different types of stuff you can do here. I mean, because as I showed you in the first video, I think if you just look down here, go through a few pages, and you know, you've got slabs of everything. You've got little tiny blocks, you've got bigger squares, you've got strips. I mean, you can make all sorts of different stuff, which just make your building amazing. So you've got your crazy redstone, that makes it much better as well. And we started touching on power. I mean, you can get power in other ways other than solar panels. You can make thermopiles and stuff like that, which I'll probably get onto at some point. But yeah, so this is the kind of level you need to be at. You need to have some power and stuff like this. And then in the next video, I'm going to come through here and start making a big sorting machine. Because I kind of need to really, because it's getting a bit silly over here. If you come and have a look at my chests, I haven't sorted anything, and I've just got loads of double chests full of complete random crap, and I've got 2 more over here as well, and it's just getting a bit silly. So I thought it was about time I made a sorting machine, and I can't be asked to do the Buildcraft pipes and stuff one, because I've done that before, and it's just not as interesting. I'm going to make it a lot cooler doing the red power. So yeah, tune in for the next video to see all that. I hope this video's been helpful. I hope you've learnt some stuff. Click like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.